It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got something interesting today from Imagine Dragons. It's called Children of the Sky. It's a Starfield song. For those of you guys that game know that Starfield is the new game from Bethesda that just dropped recently. I bought it. I did. Why? I guess I didn't buy it. I got it on Game Pass, but I did pay the extra so I could start playing it by September 1st. And I don't. It's not everything I thought it was gonna be, but I do enjoy it. I'm not taking away from it, but it is a very slow paced game for the most part. And unfortunately, it makes me a little bit motion sick. Like, I've always been someone who certain games can kind of get to me, and I know you can switch from first person to third person. The issue is there's a lot of like closed in areas, like when you go into a ship and you're in these little like tube tunnels and stuff like that, where third person doesn't kind of come across much different than first person. And if anything, it makes it harder because it's harder to look at the items you're trying to pick up, so you've got to go to first person. And I find that after I play it for like an hour and a half, I get like a little bit lightheaded, and I don't enjoy that. So I've had a little PTSD about going back to play it, but I like it though. I do, and I'm probably gonna give it some more time. And I like the whole space exploration. I'm a super fan of the universe and trying to learn and understand. And anytime new information comes out, or anything from the James Webb Telescope that they put out there not too long ago, I'm always watching that stuff. So if you guys are a fan of shit like that, let me know down below in the comments if you played the game. Let me know your experience with it. But let's dive in. Let's see what Imagine Dragons was doing with this one.
Some days when I'm dreaming, I think of how far I have come. All my lives led to this, and now I see what I've become. I always had doubted that I could ever be someone that mattered, that shattered all these glass ceilings up above.
Okay, I like this. This is something I feel like everybody can relate to as far as the song and the lyrics, right? Like, everybody kind of questions whether or not they can be someone, whether or not they can make a difference, whether or not they can do what they want to do in life, whether they can reach their goals or any of that kind of stuff. And there's moments where you feel like, you know what, I can definitely do this. But everybody questions that at some point. And even once you start to get towards that goal, you still question. And sometimes you reach the goal and it's so surreal that you question if you deserved it. Like, there's so much that you could talk about when it comes to these beginning lyrics. I like this. I like the way that I want to say guitar in the background is kind of slowly building it up. It sounds like it's about to drop in a little bit more, maybe to a chorus or a bridge. But I'm enjoying this so far. This is cool. See, I like that they based it around Starfield, but as far as the song itself, this is a song that I think anybody can relate with.
That shattered all these glass ceilings up above. All that I want is to see all the things that I could be. Destiny's calling me. We're children of the sky, flying up so high. Let me be that one to find the brightest sun.
This is a crazy spot to me. Just this picture right here. This picture right here is absolutely crazy to me. And I'm not talking from a game standpoint, from like an actual human standpoint, because obviously we've traveled to the moon. We want to travel to Mars. We got, things out, the Voyager, different stuff like that. People that don't know anything about space or NASA probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But for those of you guys that know, you know. And it's just wild to me when you really try to put it into perspective. It's almost outside of the realm of our ability to grasp how big the universe really is. Like, to think, like, you're standing there and you're looking up at another planet, and it goes on endlessly. As far as we know, it goes on forever. We believe that there may be an end to it, or but then they say that the universe is constantly expanding, and it's expanding, if I believe I'm not mistaken, at a speed even faster than light. So what that means for anybody that doesn't understand it is, let's just say that we had the capability to travel to the next galaxy that's closest to us, which I believe is the Andromeda galaxy. We may not be able to reach it because everything is expanding beyond the speed of light, and we don't even know how to travel at the speed of light. So even if we did, some places might still be unreachable to us. And at some point, which is going to be way, way, way in the future, way beyond our lifetime, if humans still exist, probably hundreds of thousands, maybe millions a year. I don't know how long it was that it had said, but there's going to literally be no stars left in the sky because everything is expanding. We don't understand it. We don't know what all of this is. We just speculate. We theorize. To me, it's the most interesting thing it's the most, I was gonna say in the world, but in the universe, it's the most interesting thing. And I'm surprised that there's not more people that are that into it. And I get it. Like, you can't constantly focus on that because chances are in our lifetime, we're never going to figure it out. Humans may never figure it out in general, but we do have a life to live and get up, and we have family to take care of. And so I get that that takes, you know, front and center, but it just blows my mind that more people don't actually think about this kind of stuff, because I think about it all the time. Where it's like, what is the purpose? Like, what is, you know, and I don't mean that in a depressing way, but just like what is out there? Have there ever been humans before? Have, you know, or like what, like, I just want to know so much. I want to understand black holes. I want to understand all of this stuff. And this picture right here, like, encapsulates every thought that I have to me. It's just, it's so dope. I absolutely love stuff like this. Like, this is my shit. That's what I'm gonna say. This is my shit.
Find the brightest sun, children of the sky, guided by the light. Let me reach new heights, stars amongst the night, children of the sky. I cannot give up hope, though there are storms within my seas won't turn back when I lack. Sometimes it's hard just to believe. I've wanted to save us from ourselves, just wanted to raise up to save us from ourselves. All that I want is to see all the things that we could be. Destiny's calling me. We're children of the sky, flying up so high. Let me be that one to find the brightest sun. Children of the sky, guided by the light. Let me reach new heights, stars amongst the night. When we look back, what will we see? We were a part of everything, up in the heavens, down to the seas. We were a part of everything. When we look back, what will we see? We were a part of everything, up in the heavens, down to the seas. We a part of everything. Children of the sky.
The way that they came in the background, the children of the sky, that shit was fire. I try to redo things with my voice. It doesn't work the same. It definitely doesn't work the same. It's just wild to think, like, even if we were to find a way to colonize Mars, say, that seems like the craziest thing ever. But that doesn't even put us any further to really having an understanding of anything in this universe. It just doesn't. Like, let's just say we find out that Mars was populated before, and maybe that's where we actually had came. Maybe Mars was the first populated planet, and something happened, and the whole, I think it's called transpermia, where, like, you know, maybe an asteroid hit or whatever, and things flew off, bacteria, you know, organisms, whatever, that survived through space landed on Earth, and Earth then became the habitable place, you know, and those things were able to thrive and grow, and then here we are. That'd be one of the craziest things to find out, but it still doesn't bring us really any closer to understanding the universe in its entirety. This is just within our small little solar system. It's just, it's so wild to me. It's just so wild to me. It's crazy though, like, because you learn about the solar system and stuff in school, but I don't remember there ever being like a wow moment, when I feel like there should be. But I guess as kids, you don't really grasp the reality of it when they tell you stuff like this. Like, to think of, like, you know, our solar system is already hard enough to get through and explore, let alone the galaxy that we're in, which we're never going to ever even explore the entirety of our own galaxy, let alone the fact that there's millions upon billions of galaxies out there. It's just so wild. The vastness of life that we just don't and probably never will understand is just so crazy to me. And a lot of times that's actually what's helped me get through my own personal anxiety, is realizing how small and insignificant we are. Now, that can make some people depressed, and it didn't make me depressed, but it just made me think, like, okay, if I'm going to get on stage, why am I so worried what everybody thinks about me, when in all reality, we're this one little rock floating through space amongst the solar system, amongst this galaxy, amongst billions of these galaxies, and an endless, you know what I'm saying? Like, what, does it really matter? Not really. Not really.
Everything up in the heavens, down to the seas. We're a part of everything. We're children of the sky.
not gonna lie, it kind of makes me want to play Starfield because I'm over here talking about space. I'm like, listen, I could go exploring in that game. The only thing is, as much as you explore in the game and you go to different planets, it doesn't really replicate the reality of space, right? And as much as I want to know about space, I can watch and look up videos all day long and different articles, but we only know as much as we know. That's it. Sound like I could find something, oh, that no one's found yet. Oh, wow, we know what we know. It's crazy. Comment below. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Hopefully there's some other people out there that love space the same as I do, and I can share some of that with you guys and you know, have that little back and forth. But comment, let me know. Let me know if you tried the game, what you thought about it, all the good things. I will catch you in the next one, homies.
I don't believe in the future, so I just look to my past life. I take all the lessons I've learned and then I create me a moment you can't write. It's different than dreams, it's different than wishing for shit that you see. It's something you build, you gotta shed tears, and if you gon' live it, accept that you'll bleed. This ain't a drill, that's just a beat. This shit is real, cause that's what you need. This is the pill, that is the seat. Take you a moment before you concede. I got a lot of shit waiting on change, but every day wake up and do it the same. I'm sick of my mind, it's out of control. I thought it was fine, but that was a phase. I mean, it's like, I got a chance, why would I blow it? It's all that I have.